Okay, we will have a separate embargoed section for the Mondays at the end. So
And we're going to do this in 4 minutes.
Steve, we can see how much that meant to you then with the celebration. Can you sum up your emotions in a few minutes to close?
Just pride, great sense of belonging, of being, part of something really special, really important to me. But yeah, it was just a brilliant day for the players, and equally great day for the supporters, and one that we deserved. It's I'm difficult to call it an achievement because you got to use achievement with this football club, and you have to be careful. But at the same time, it's just amazing to be able to continue to allow the club to move forward, because that's what we all want to do. But now's not really the time to talk about that. Now's the time to talk about the supporters, the players, maybe the game, whatever happened in the game, I can't remember, and just like I said at the start, the answer, just a real amazing sense of belonging and being part of something, greater than any one person.
Steve, a lot of people wrote you off this season and many times. What got you over the line, and do you feel you've really proved a lot of people wrong?
Well, other people's opinions are not my business, so I don't really think about that too much. I think just real togetherness, to be honest. I mean, we knew it was going to be a unique season in how sort of quick the Premier League came after getting promoted and 20 odd years in the Championship, and it was never going to be perfect, and I can say it now in terms of the amount of signings, and I think I said before the World Cup break, it was always going to be in 20 plus years of professional coaching, this was always going to be my toughest coaching challenge, but a really enjoyable one, not a negative one. But it's been really difficult for the players as well, and we've had everything this year, as you've all seen, in terms of results and performances and runs, positive, negative, and the players every day have come in the next day or whenever we've been in with exactly the same mindset, been very level, very consistent, and that's been a massive factor in terms of becoming a real together group. That you saw today on the pitch, and it stuck to the game plan. It was always going to be a game where, they were going to have the ball, and we were going to have to defend mid to low block and condense the space and let them have the sides, and then defend with numbers out there. But then try and look after it when we get it, and create dangerous attacks, which we scored that way, and we actually created a couple more as well. So, but that came from a real engagement from the players of, okay, this is who we are. This is how we are scoring goals. I think 13 in the last 5 or 6, conceded a few as well. But that's come from togetherness and really sticking to the plan.
Steve, you were asked on Thursday where this went right in terms of your achievements with England in the playoffs last season. Now you've done it. Can you answer that?
It feels great, John. But honestly, I'm more thinking about, like, it just allows us to continue to progress. Or the elation of winning today and what it means to stay in the Premier League, it is of course for me and wherever, but it's more for the players and the supporters and all of the staff and everybody connected with football, even you guys, the guys that I see every week here. I want you to be, coming to Premier League games, because it's good for you guys as well. So, or at least I think it is. I hope it is. Yeah, and we've built a good connection and wherever, and so it's good for you guys as well. So it's the next step, John, more than anything in my mind, and I'm delighted with today and whatever. But I also know that my overriding feeling is, let's get to work. We can take this club to the next step now, and that's what we want to do.
So you say it's difficult to call it an achievement because of what the club's done in the past, but it is an achievement in the context of where you were, 18 months ago, 20 months ago, when we were at the bottom of the Championship, and now you've survived in the Premier League. And most people would look at Forest this season and say it's been a little bit chaotic with
What makes you say that?
signings and the demands of the owner. And when did you believe that you could keep this club up? And what do you feel, you personally, what do you feel about what's happened?
Well, you said there, when did I believe? If I ever lacked belief or confidence, then there's no way the players would have belief and confidence, and the staff and whatever. So never once did I lack that. At times it was difficult, you know. At times it was pure Premier League harshness of some, you know. I think we went 2.5 months without winning a game. Think about that, you know. And yet we've always been in the mix, you know, or more than in the mix. So I knew in the summer that it's my 4th year at first team football, and obviously, you know, with England we were playing to win, and 2 years of Swansea last year, and luckily we did win. But I knew this year that I was going to have to experience losing more than I'd like for the first time, and I had to get my head around that in the summer, and I just set myself some little conditions of be the best manager you can be after a loss, like, because, and I can say it now actually, I've needed to suffer a little bit this year. I've needed to go through sort of difficult periods, because in the 3 years previously and with England, you know, I had the opposite, and you know, to become a proper manager, and I've got a long way to go before that. You've got to be able to deal with everything, and for me to be able to deal with that this year, don't get me wrong, I didn't want it, but I knew it was probably going to come, and I just said to myself, like, okay, you know, if you're really serious about managing this football club, then you've got to show that you can do it in difficult moments as well, and that's what the football club deserves, and I hope I've done my best to show that, you know.
And how important are the fans been staying loyal to you, especially thinking of that night at Leicester when it would be easy to turn?
Yeah, I've said to your colleagues, you know, I'll be in debt to my family will be in debt to these supporters forever. You know what they've given me this year in a not just with football clubs and supporting a football club in an era of just always wanting change and, you know, no patience and things like that. Our supporters have been the complete opposite. They've actually been the best for me in the most difficult times, and that takes some doing. You know, it takes some doing, and the whole, like I said, the whole sense of being part of something where maybe you wanted and you feel like you belong is such a powerful feeling within, and that's why I was desperate to be the best I could be after a loss, after a couple of weeks without winning, you know, etc. So I think she's come in the wrong room there, isn't she? So yeah, you know, it's the supporters have really set the standard, haven't they, for how to support a team, you know, because like I said, it's easy to you'll never give up on your club. That's what being a football supporter is. But it's sometimes you can give up on a moment, you can give up on something, and even when, you know, maybe they've not agreed with some decisions I've made, and that's their prerogative, and it's inevitable that you get some things wrong. They've never showed it, you know. And like I said to the start of the answer, my family and I will be in debt to these supporters forever. John.
Steve, looking at Morgan Gibbs White today, you know, heart, talent, gave everything. Is
Yeah.
sort of sum up what you want to be on the pitch, what you think this club is?
Yeah, it's a great example, Johnny, of that, because I'm proud of Morgan. I'm proud of everybody, to be fair, and it's maybe not too much to talk about individuals, but you asked me about him. Everyone knows he's talented, everyone knows he can have amazing moments, but to see him grow as a guy, and his first regular playing games season in the Premier League, to see what he is becoming, because you've got to be all rounded, and I've showed him so many examples of the real top teams and how hard they work, and we were talking about Haaland's work rate the other night at Real Madrid and wherever else, and you have to do that because he has the talent, he has the bravery with the ball, he has the risk-taking mindset, and I'll never ever want to take that away from him. But what I can challenge him with is, and the others around him, you know, the Danilos, the Brennans, everybody needs to do it. That if you really want to succeed at the top, you know, the attitude and the work ethic really comes first, because they've got the talent. And yeah, proud of them young, what a season Brennan's had as well, and Nico and Danilo, these young boys, you know, just, you know, turning into Premier League assets for us, and that's what we need, you know.